This is the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Dory Stewart.
Welcome back to another episode of the FXBG Neighbors Podcast, where we share the stories of our favorite local brands. I'm excited to introduce you to my guests today. We have James and Catie Wine with Smash Life. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Well, I'm excited to dive into this and learn more about you and your business. So let's start there. Please share with the listeners a little bit about Smash Life.
So Smash Life is a smash burger food truck. Currently, we're permanently parked in the Bowman Center at Maltese Brewing, where we will soon, I say soon, but with permits and construction, it takes time, we'll be opening up our permanent location, an actual brick-and-mortar restaurant, which we intend to call Smash Life Grill. Hopefully by Christmas. That will be a great Christmas present. But yeah, that's kind of who we are.
Well, that's really exciting. Congratulations. That's a really big step, and I know a lot of work. So tell me the backstory. I'd love to hear a little bit about your background and how you got to this big milestone.
So the crazy thing is neither one of us are in the food industry from the very beginning. We both still hold down full-time jobs. I do facilities. My wife is a travel soccer coach, as well as might as well manage the club with all the things she does. But we both have a passion for food. We both have a passion for people. And I wanted to get into my own business. I've been a government contractor for 29 years, and I wanted to find a way to put something that we enjoy into a business that we can move on. I can't remember the first thing that grabbed me with the food truck, but I'm pretty good at cooking, and I love food, obviously. And so we found the food truck. My wife, actually, the truck we found, she's the one. I looked at a dozen of them, and finally she said, "Just buy this darn truck and get done." So that's where the truck started. That was in November of 2022 when we first purchased the truck.
Excellent. So I was doing my due diligence and doing a little bit of research, and I saw that you do a lot to give back to the community. Talk to me a little bit about that.
So actually, I guess really the start of it, my wife was a soccer coach at Spotsylvania High School, and that got her involved in the Booster Club, where the Booster Club, they would serve food for the games and things like that to raise money for the teams. So that got me involved in that. Then I became the president of the Booster Club. And
well, so he was voluntold.
Yeah.
He was voluntold.
Voluntold. I love it.
So we got to, we were slinging burgers for the football games, the soccer games, the baseball games. And I think that's really where my passion for just serving people food turned into an idea. And that's where we went now. We also we love to do, like, we're going to do coming up soon, a car show that's for cystic fibrosis. We have a car show for autism. We have a car show for Toys for Tots. We really, anything we can do to kind of give back. And we've done plenty of school fundraisers for, like, we just had to miss some of them because we're parked permanent now, where we do, back to school night, where we would give 10% back to the schools as a donation and things like that. We've done that in the past.
We've also given donations out to, like, my soccer club that I work for. We actually sponsored their academy season, all their shirts, so that the kids, it was an offset the price for those kids so they could play without, an expense.
Amazing. I love that. So if someone listening has never visited your food truck before, what would you suggest they order?
A bacon cheeseburger and fries.
Yeah, I think our bacon cheeseburgers are number one seller. It's our food isn't fancy, but it is good. We make a basic product, but it is slightly elevated. My husband came up with an amazing sauce. It's called our Smash sauce. We've got a lot of people that love to use. We actually serve it as a side as well. So if you get onion rings or fries, we like to dip it. That's kind of one of the things that sets us apart is we do make all of our sauces, except for mayonnaise and ketchup. Obviously, that we're not doing that. But we make Dijon aioli, we make sriracha mayo. We make a ton of, and our smash sauce, our homemade ranch, all of those things that kind of just take that, basic burger and not make it so basic anymore. The smashed technique is, I think, one of the best burgers you'll have. My first time eating a smash burger was my husband. He went out to the grill and he did some product development, and we were sold. We were pretty amazed. It was love at first bite. That's for sure.
Nice. You'll have to eventually bottle up your sauce and sell it.
We've been asked multiple times. It's getting to be that way with the ranch. My wife came up with the recipe for the ranch. So they're kind of going neck and neck between that smash burger sauce and then the ranch as well.
Well, I like to mix them. I like to do the smash sauce and the ranch, and I call it smanch. And it's very, very good.
It's delicious.
Yes, very good. Yes.
Awesome. So do you find that there are any misconceptions either about your business or about the industry?
So I think people don't really have an understanding of how much work goes into this, how much passion goes into this. Mm-hmm. It would be so much easier to not do this type of business. This is a hard start. We're being successful because we're passionate, and we come from a humble background where we work hard for everything we have. Hard work will always pay off. Mm-hmm. And then also the misconception, I think, is that it's cheap food. You see my grocery bill. There's nothing cheap about it. I mean,
ground beef is not inexpensive. No. So
yeah.
I think another misconception is we just show up and we just cook.
Oh yeah,
that's not it. There is a lot of prep that goes behind the scenes. The other misconception is the people behind the truck that are here just to give you a burger. We have a great staff. Our staff, most of us have been our family. Has helped us along the way, but we have a very good staff. We're really blessed to have them. We have one that's two full-time. Our son is full-time. And then we have another, Tisha is also full-time. Just hoping to, elevate them, to give them, what is the word I'm looking for? The ability to do it on their own. I mean, and for us to get off the truck a little bit, and we're getting to that transition moment now where we're getting off the truck. Per se,
challenging when you're a control freak and you don't want to.
But misconception that it's easy, it's not. It is definitely, you have to have a love for what you're doing, and we do.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And so, what advice would you give someone who is thinking about starting a food truck?
It's going to be more expensive than you think. It's going to take longer than you think. The process with the permitting in the health department is tough, but it's worth it. Don't be one of the guys or girls that goes in and just does it and gets away with not doing the right thing. Mm-hmm. And there's never a perfect time to start. I don't care if it's a food truck or anything when it comes to small business. Sometimes you just got to say, go for it and just jump right in both feet.
We've had some hard starts too. Our first ever event that we booked and we were prepped for, we had a major electrical issue with the truck and fried all of the electrical in our truck. So just to say, that was a tough day.
Yeah, I was sitting in the truck with my head on the steering wheel, almost in tears, thinking, is this really worth it? After 2
years later, here we are. Yep. So
you persevered.
Correct. Yes. I think that is definitely the key, is just don't give up. Keep going. Mm-hmm. There are going to be days where you don't make the money. There are going to be days that you do really well. I think that's the biggest hurdle in life, is it's not the lows that you have to focus on. It's trying to find the highs.
Great advice. So you two both have, another career. You're doing this, you're starting a restaurant, you have children. Clearly you are so busy. So tell me, when you're not working, what are you doing for fun? I need to know.
That was a funny question, because when I brought it up, I asked, we were looking over the questions, and he goes, don't even ask, don't even talk to me. We do. I mean, it is a bit of a sacrifice right now. We do find the time. We are off Mondays. We do choose to still work on some of the stuff, like some behind the scenes on Mondays. But we are getting to the point where, like I said, we're empowering our employees so that we are getting off the truck a bit more. But a little bit about ourselves. When we can, we love to vacation. We've been on a couple cruises recently. I think we have a Europe or a Hawaii trip, hopefully in the future. I think those are the things that keep us going. We also have a kid, one more left in high school, and she's getting ready to go to college next year. So I think enjoying the time that we have with her while she's still with us is important to us. Although she's a grumpy teenager, we still try to, force those moments with her. So
nice. Nice. It's nice to get out of town. I hear from a lot of business owners that that is the only way to really unplug is to actually leave town.
Yeah.
And not bring your laptop with you. I think if
Right.
you bring it with you, you're tempted to just, I'm just sitting here. I might as well
Just
do
leave
some
it real
work.
quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the key. If you really want to disconnect, you got to leave it behind.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah.
part about getting out of town, absolutely. It's amazing when you're in the service industry, how many people that will, hey, how are you? And you don't even, not that you don't remember them, but you
Mhm.
don't, it's getting out of town is nice. Getting on a cruise
Yeah.
ship with a couple thousand strangers is kind of nice.
Sounds lovely.
And we're getting served, not being served.
Right.
Yes, exactly. I love it. I love
We
it.
feel pleased. Yeah.
Yeah. So what is something that you wish the listeners knew about Smash Life?
Oh, boy, there's a ton of things.
So I think the biggest thing is that, like I said, we're not reinventing the hamburger or the smash burger. It's good food. It's not a gourmet burger, but it is a good burger. And so I think that people don't know about us is that we really do want to do this to make a good experience for them. We're partnered with Maltese Brewing Company. They, have their own mission. And that is to, they have all of them are retired or working firemen.
Yep.
So their cause is kind of neat. We're partnering with them. We bring them customers. They bring us customers. And it definitely, that combo is really, really cool.
An awesome partnership with them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just we truly have, like my wife said, is we're not just trying to serve you food. We want you to have an experience. Every customer that comes to the window, we want them to walk away with a smile. If they had a bad day, I want to put a smile on their face. I don't shut up. I can't stop talking. Even if I'm cooking on a grill, I'm yelling over my shoulder saying hello. So
Nice. I love that. So if the listeners want to connect with you, they can come visit you by Maltese or share with us your contact information.
So we're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, obviously all the big socials. And also we have our website, which is smashed-life.
I'll put the URL in the show notes for the listeners.
I just had an absolute brain,
That's okay. Again, being business owners, there's little things like that you feel like that's in your memory, but it's not.
Smash-life.com.
There you go.
Perfect.
I know the URL is GoDaddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Email address. Sorry.
No worries.
Yeah. And we also do a lot on social media. Like Tuesdays, we do 10% Tuesdays. Come on Tuesday, you get 10% off. We try to do specials. We do
dollar fries, French on Wednesdays. You can buy a burger, get a French fry for free or $1. Excuse me.
We also highlight a burger. Like our highlighted burger for the summer was a Hawaiian smash, and that's been a big hit. We're looking to do a pretzel burger soon.
Yep.
And partner with some beer cheese from Maltese. So we're excited to do that. Like we just want to, bring something kind of unique and special. We also do some great desserts. We have our special dessert is our brown butter toffee chocolate chip cookies, and they are, I can't keep them. I can't make enough of them. So and we're going to put some new ones on the menu as well. But we can't wait to get in the restaurant where we can expand our menu.
Yeah.
Wings are definitely, because that's one of my favorite foods.
Oh, give me some hot wings.
Wings.
I'm a burger guy. Hot wing with it.
We're looking to expand our menu, definitely do more bar foods that would complement Maltese.
Amazing. Well, thank you both for joining me on the podcast today. When the restaurant opens up, I'd love to invite you back so we can talk all about that. But I appreciate you sharing Smash Life with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for listening to the Fredericksburg Neighbors Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to fxbgneighborspodcast.com.